Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A senior Victoria police officer has been found guilty of assaulting a prisoner in cells last year. A BC provincial court judge found Sergeant George Chong used unreasonable force while trying to fingerprint a man with a lengthy criminal record. As Kristen Robinson reports, it's not the first time the veteran officer has been guilty of assault.
For the first time in his life, Frank Blair leaves court a victim, not a suspect.
Right, I've paid for everything that I've done in life, and now to see that justice is actually on my side for once in my life, like the judge said, I'm 34, right? I'm going to be 35, and I'm so happy that justice is on my side finally, because I've lost my relationship with my girlfriend and my kid over this.
Judge Herb Weitzel found Victoria Police Sergeant George Chong guilty of assaulting Blair in January 2010. Blair had been arrested for violating a curfew, a bail condition police were unaware had been lifted. He was taken to Vic PD cells and fingerprinted. The judge found Blair was generally cooperative, but Chong perceived him to be less than cooperative, lost patience, and committed an assault. Police video recorded Chong applying a chokehold until Blair blacks out and falls face first to the concrete floor. With Blair obviously unconscious and bleeding profusely, Chong tried to continue fingerprinting him, even though the judge noted he was clearly out on his feet.
I was scared. Honestly, I felt like I was abused, right? This shouldn't have happened. I'm supposed to feel safe, secure, and I didn't.
Chong testified he was defending himself from what he believed was an impending assault from Blair, but the judge rejected his evidence and found he used unreasonable force. Blair was returned to his cell where he lay for an hour and a half before police took him to hospital. The assault occurred soon after Chong's probation period for a 2008 off-duty assault expired.
I just like to say I accepted his apology. It's all over with now. I'm done with it.
Chong pleaded guilty to assaulting pedestrian Randy Kerr by throwing him to the ground in a case of road rage. He received a conditional discharge. Today, Chong received 12 months probation for assaulting Blair.
Do you think he should still be allowed to be a police officer?
No. Honestly, no.
Thanks, man. You take care of yourself, eh?
After years of drug addiction, Blair says he's now walking away 18 months clean.
What doesn't kill me just makes me stronger.
Now, Chong's lawyer declined to comment today. In a separate Police Act investigation, Police Chief Jamie Graham found Chong did not abuse his authority, but he was suspended without pay for 5 days for neglect of duty. Chong is eligible to retire next February, and this afternoon, Chief Jamie Graham said he has no plans to dismiss Chong.
If I thought the public was at risk, or I thought there was some reason why he could not work here, he wouldn't work here. I would make recommendations for his dismissal and we would move in that direction. I don't think that's the case. Two use of force experts, some of the best in the business, said that it was a textbook case of the lateral neck restraint. That's why it's there. It was used properly. It was not excessive. It achieved the goal it was intended to achieve. The mistake was made when they didn't guide the prisoner to the floor. A mistake was made. He injured himself, and a decision was made under the Police Act to deal with that.